Yeah, I mean, tale of two halves. We knew with Kansas City what we're going to get, and I think number 8, percentage-wise wasn't great, and he made 3 threes tonight, and it just kind of showed you, Petty really got him going. I thought they were more active, making more winning plays. I thought we settled. We weren't just playing instinctive basketball early offensively, which just led to some turnovers and just some crazy plays on our part. And then, I thought they settled in the second half. I thought we came out right out of the gate, and we were the more aggressive team. We started making those winning plays. Zach Kraft, a couple offensive rebounds, but defensive rebounds were huge. Guga's activity was high. He was flying around. Now he was missing some shots, but he stuck with it. And those shots started fouling. He kept getting the line. But different guys at different points again makes plays. Reggie comes in right away in that second half and gets a steal. Like just things happening all over the place. Grayson breaks a freshman scoring deal tonight. But at the end of the day, I just thought the defensive side of it, the rebounding aspect of it helped us get stops. And we went from, getting stops to converting. And even when we were missing and kind of screwing up offense, our activity was great. And it just led to more stops and momentum. But winning's hard. And that's a really talented Kansas City team. And it just shows you that, the kind of team you got to be and how connected and how engaged and how hard it is. And I thought that second half we respected that part of the game a lot better.
How cool was it to see Grayson break that record?
It was awesome because, Greg comes here as a walk-on with no promises, and it just shows you the belief he has in himself. And we didn't even hesitate when that season was done last year because what he did during his redshirt year, we knew that. We weren't going to bring in a transfer guard because we really felt like he's going to be able to man that ship. Now, the way he's doing it, I don't know if we quite figured he would be that many points a game. But him and Reggie and Anthony Smith have really done a great job kind of being our main handlers and obviously Gray scoring the ball. It wasn't easy. They were really physical with him tonight. And there's guys out there that he's going against that are a little bit bigger, a little bit more athletic than him. I just think he handled it really well. Had some turnovers, but boy, made some big-time plays. A lot of different guys made some big-time plays when we needed them.
You touched on him handling it well, and it just seems like he's a guy who does well late in games. He's a guy who can get to the free throw. Is he just a guy who handles situations well like that, beyond his years?
Not everybody just has the ability from the shoulders up like he does. The belief in himself, the confidence. The ability to flush a bad play and move on to the next, the expectation of himself, what he has and expects from himself. He handles criticism, he handles mistakes, and he just doesn't get stuck. And so from possession to possession, you're gonna always get that next play mentality with him, and it's a lot of maturity. No, not everybody's built that way, and it's fun to see it. It's been fun to see it. We got a lot of games in front of us still, so we want to keep building.
After the Saturday's game, was it kind of nice to see you guys return to form with that second half performance, kind of get back after it?
Yeah, I think so. I felt it was a little bit reverse script this time. I thought our second 20 minutes were better than our first this week, and last week, it was kind of the other way. No, it was a good 20 minutes, and we don't have a lot of time to sit and celebrate. We got to head down to Brookings tomorrow, which is and it's going to be a dogfight down in Frost Arena, on Saturday. So great opportunity in front of us. Let's not get ahead of us. Let's have a great Friday and then get ready for Saturday.
It's kind of a rare day where the turnovers were a bit heavier than usual for you guys. Was that a matter of something they were doing defensively or something you guys were doing on offense?
They were switching zones. They were checking into man. Maybe, we got the ball to high post or maybe late shot clock. They were checking into man. And we just stopped playing instinctive basketball. We started standing around. I was probably making too many calls and trying to overcoach too much, honestly. And I think it got them more worried about getting in a formation or the spacing of it instead of just being a basketball player making plays. I thought, number one, we weren't getting stops the way we needed to in the first half. So that zone was just more problematic. And then the second half we got more stops. But we just weren't playing with our instincts. We've been a pretty good instinctive basketball team, and I just didn't think we were playing with great spacing, cutting, ball movement, or playing with those kind of instincts that first 20.
How nice was it to send the seniors off with a win, too?
Great. Those guys have meant so much. Reggie's been here a couple years. Eli's been here 3, and, Garrett's been here 1. But all 3 of those guys, like, every single day, the bodies, the physicality, all of what they do, they just don't take days off of practice. There's not guys that look for reasons to miss or to sit out or complain about stuff. They're just everyday guys. And so you want, for them, there's such great examples of being great teammates. You just want everybody to kind of rally around them and let's go out swinging, no matter what that looks like. Let's go out playing our best, playing our hardest, and really competing and being the best team we can be. Good sign of it that last 20 minutes, but we still got some growing up to do here. With a little bit of injury and stuff we're kind of going through, like we still need guys to continue to step up. I thought our bench did some nice things tonight. Again, Marley was active and played with really good energy, and that was good to see.
How specifically Eli, like even tonight where he's maybe not scoring quite as much, his stats are still all over the game. He's still contributing.
Yeah.
How important has he been not only to like team this year, but just the program?
Yeah, he's a two-sided of the floor player. He plays both sides and he rebounds. He patches problems out there. Like when guys make mistakes, a lot of times he's the one that kind of can fix it and patch a problem out there on a rotation or helping when other guys supposed to. But like he's got a little John Wayne to him, right? He's got a little bit of Clint Eastwood to him. He's got a little bit of that mentality of not the loudest, most outspoken guy, but boy's tough. And I think if you can ever give a guy a compliment, being tough, being a great teammate, and just being an everyday guy that you can count on and know exactly what you're going to get. And it doesn't mean he's scoring all the time. It doesn't mean that he doesn't make mistakes. It just means that he's just, again, next play. And he's such a great example for our team. I think all those guys are, those seniors. But Eli has just been such a rock for us. We played him at every position on the court. He's guarded everybody on the court. And he's just one of those guys you can really count on. And looking back 20 years from now, if I'm still above ground here, right, he's going to be one of those guys you look back and just really get a great smile thinking about, man, I really enjoyed coaching that guy. So, I could say that about a lot of guys, but there's certain guys that stick out just because of the toughness and their just team mindset, their team attitude. It's special, and it's been fun coaching him. But hopefully we got quite a few more games left to coach.
How nice is it, too, when you look at the stat sheet and you see a lot of guys in double digits? Reggie did his thing again.
Yeah.
Guga.
Reggie was awesome. Reggie's energy was awesome, and I thought he was our hardest playing player in that first half. I really did, and I thought he continued into the second half, and obviously Gray with his, but 15 assists, just too many turnovers. But we usually have a pretty good balance. Our bench scores pretty well. Our bench in the first half, I thought, scored pretty well for us and did some nice things for us. So we usually have pretty good balance. Guga's was grinding. I thought he was playing hard. It just wasn't falling. But to his credit, he just kept fighting. And eventually they started falling, and he made some big shots late and got to the free throw line. So really, I thought Guga did a nice job as well.
On a night where the turnover margin's a little bit different than usual, and some of these things are happening, how nice is it to be able to just go to the free throw line at 32 tonight? Yeah,
it's good. It's good when you can knock them down too. It's always nice. But we've been a team that's been pretty good getting to the foul line. We fouled less tonight, I think, which is good. But we're going to be a team with our aggressiveness that we're gonna get teams to the foul line as well. So it's just nice when we're getting there 32 times. Excited
to finish the season with 2 road games?
Yeah, we don't talk a lot about road and home. It's mostly, it's not where, it's not who, it's not when, it's how we play. And I think we've been good on the road. And a lot of it is I think our guys enjoy getting on the road and being together and going out and just fighting in front of an opposing crowd. And we're going to see a heck of a crowd on Saturday, so we're excited about the opportunity. But it's a really dangerous team. They're really good. They're really experienced. Hasn't been just easy for them at all. They've been grinding and fighting too. And I just know what kind of young people they have in that program, and we're going to get their best on Saturday. South Dakota State's a really good team.
How do you feel to break that record today?
It was cool. I wasn't really too sure about it. Like, probably found out about it about a month ago, and then didn't really know like if I was going to come close to it or not. And then I saw before the game that I was 21 points away from it, so I thought that it'd be cool to get it on the home floor. So it was awesome to get it.
Is it a little surreal that, you know, last year you were a walk-on and redshirted, and now here you are breaking a freshman scoring record?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool story. I mean, just proved a lot of people wrong for sure.
Like, were you thinking about it at all during the game?